Alrighty, good everybody, it's the Doga! It is now time for the next installment of the Be a Good Doga AC/DC album review series. And today is from 1981, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You, which was released on the 23rd of November most of the world and the 7th of December here in Australia. 10 great songs, and of course this was the last of the Mutt Lange trio before he eventually moved on to other projects, or at least that's how it goes. Of course, we open up with the title track, best known for its cannon blasts, which, as the legend goes, was inspired by someone during the recording sessions having the royal wedding on of the now King Charles. Of course, the coronation was yesterday, in Australian time, that is. Marrying his first wife, Princess Diana. And of course, the ceremonial salute with the cannons firing off in the background was apparently timed well as they were rehearsing the song. And of course, For Those About to Rock would of course become a regular in the band's set list from that tour onwards and would usually be used as the show closer, complete with, well, I believe there were originally real cannons before they eventually, I assume they created mimic cannons, I guess. Definitely one of the best songs, and it's the only song still in the set list from this album. Up next is Put the Finger on You. A bit faster than the title track, and was also played live during the For Those About to Rock tour. Of course, the performance in the Capitol Centre can be found on YouTube whenever it's not blocked or taken down by Sony, the bunch of noselickers. And Let's Get It Up, which was the first single off the album with the title track following the following year. And this one being another one performed live during the tour. My favourite song from the album as well. A bit slower, a bit funkier, and a bit cheesier at times as well. And then again, AC/DC have been known for double entendre, especially when you think about that, as well as the next song, Inject the Venom, which really isn't just about snakes and that. If you've got a dirty mind, you'll probably understand exactly what it means. Side 1 closes out with Snowball, which is a bit faster again. A bit more of a rockin' number. Unfortunately, this one never got performed live, but I reckon that one would have probably went down pretty well. I know it's a bit of a favourite amongst the community, and I don't mind it either. AC/DC's blues side definitely comes out in the next track. It kicks off side 2, that is Evil Walks. Another one that didn't get into the live sets, but it has been covered by a few bands, including Twisted Sister, I believe. I remember reading that in one of the books I've got somewhere. COD is the next one, Care of the Devil. This one did have a few live performances that can be found on YouTube. Not a bad song. Probably should have lasted another tour, but never mind. Mind you, this was the last tour until 1996 to feature Phil Rudd on drums. He would of course be gone by the time the next tour took place in 1983, 1984, but we'll get to that next episode. And of course, Breaking the Rules is the next track, which again is another classic. There's definitely a lot of underrated songs on this album. Same with Night of the Long Knives, which again has a bit of a funky kind of riff, much like Let's Get It Up, but a bit more... I don't know how to describe it really, I'm not that good with describing things. But it's definitely another good song that should have had at least 1 or 2 live outings. And we close with another slow number, Spellbound, which hasn't gotten very many popularity in amongst the fans, to be honest. I'm not really fond of that one myself. It's a good song, but it's just a bit too slow, and although that's 3 albums in a row that the band have closed with a slow number, and that will soon change with the next album when we get to it. Now, this copy of the album I have on CD was one that I didn't have when I did my album collection video back in 2021. This is the 1987 CDP release, made in Japan. It's decent sound quality, but the vocals are a little bit pushed too back and they're barely audible at times. All in all, being the last from the Mutt Lange trio, this album gets a 9 out of 10 for me. It's a bit too slick, but it's also a bit too sloppy at times as well. But otherwise, each song is still good. The production could have been a little better, but it's all good. Either way, that will do for today's video. Be sure to leave a like, comment down below on your opinion of this album. And of course, if you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button to the Be A Good Doga YouTube channel. You will find the rest of the albums that I've reviewed so far on a playlist. But until next time, this is the Doga saying have a wonderful day, have a great weekend, everybody, and I shall see you again.